What's up, guys? My name is Tara, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I know that it's not all fancy right now, and I apologize for the shitty-ass quality, but I'm using my laptop for the moment because I'm broke. I'm sure that everyone's just like, oh man, another fucking YouTube channel that's nothing but horror movie reviews. Yeah, well, it's not just horror movie reviews, it's also the creepy, strange, and the unusual. Anything that's creepy, strange, and unusual, and so on and so forth, like insert laundry list here. Well, it's mostly just about anything that I feel like doing reviews about. Well, in this case, right now I'm going to be doing a review for these two things. Well, it's mostly just a magazine, but Rue Morgue magazine, doing a book suggestion. But for right now, I'm going to start off with the horror movie review. The horror movie review that I'm about to tell you about is called Gacy. It was made in 2003, and it was starred with Mark Holton. If you're like, who the hell is Mark Holton? I will tell you, my friend. Mark Holton is dun-dun-dun-dun, the dick fat jerk who stole Pee-wee's bike in Pee-wee's Big Adventure. But you know what? I love him because he was also in Leprechaun. He stars in a lot of movies and he gets hardly any credit, and it makes me so sad because he's a freaking awesome actor. He stars as John Wayne Gacy in the movie Gacy. Who's John Wayne Gacy, you ask? Oh my god. I will tell you. John Wayne Gacy is the reason why I want to become a psychologist. If you don't know who that is, I will inform you. John Wayne Gacy is one of America's notorious serial killers. He killed and raped 33 and probably more young men from the ages of 16 to like 28 and buried them in the crawl space of his home. He was well respected and well loved by many, mostly by children, and he had an alter ego called Pogo the Clown. Well, he was caught and later on to be euthanized in prison. Well, this movie captures the essence of what it is. That is John Wayne Gacy, and it's much like the movies, you know, kind of like, you know, Dahmer, that was actually starred by Jeremy Renner, who played Hawkeye, and also the movies Bundy and Ed Gein. If you don't know who Ed Gein is, I will inform you on that as well. Quick fact, he is the original Leatherface. Yeah, buddy. So, this movie, though, that I'm doing a review about right now, was so well done. They had so many great facts and just so much, it just makes me happy because there was so many actual facts that they got right. Some of them were just like, really? Like, not that, no. Because I actually love John Wayne Gacy. I know that's really fucked up to say, but I love him in the sense that I find him fascinating more than anything. As a psychologist to be for the criminally insane, I find him to be fascinating. Like, if he was still alive, I would seriously just want to sit there and pick at his brain and just be like, interesting. Well, this movie continues and goes on to, like, show his life and what he was doing when he was killing and what he wasn't doing when he was killing. Well, what he was doing when he was killing, I should say. Well, he goes and shows his life with his wife and his kids, and his wife ends up finding out that he likes boys, and because it was in the 70s, she kind of gets a little bit prejudiced. That's never fun. So she ends up leaving him, blah, 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 blah. And the killings get worse, because at the time, it's just him and his mom at home. So he decides to go on a freaking tangent to his friend about what happened. And his friend, being concerned, calls the cops on him, along with one of his escapees. So John kind of gets busted. But this movie has caught so much facts and personality. It's so hard for me personally not to love. I mean, if you're not into this, that's totally fine. It's gravy. It's what, like, you know, whatever. It's fine. don't let it bother you. Don't let, like, no skin off my bones, because I personally love this. And if you love serial killers, like actual serial killers, like from our day and age, like kind of part of history, American history, then this is a movie for you, because Mark caught so much of his personality, even like the eyes rolling into the back of his head, like all twitching, and just, it's wonderful, because I found it to be so fascinating, and it actually was really good. It's not even like really a horror movie, more of it's just like, it's really eerie and creepy, because like this is based off of fact on what happened, and like people actually died. So it's really fascinating just to see all of this kind of play out. It's really good. Acting's pretty decent. Bunch of people that I haven't recognized, but that's okay. It's really interesting to watch. You can watch it on Netflix if you so choose to do, but for me personally, 10 out of 10 skulls, because of facts, history, John Wayne Gacy, and Mark Holton. And the acting, like, holy crap, Mark as John Wayne Gacy, forget about it, okay? Just boo. Yes. Brilliant. So, 10 out of 10 skulls from me for Gacy. I will put the link to the IMDb in the doobly-doo right here, so you can check it out, and check it out on Netflix, or however it is that you watch, you know, movies on the interwebs, or TV. Just check it out, like, read it, and if you're not totally interested, then that's fine. Okay, so that's done for the horror movie reviews. Now, time for the book suggestion. The book suggestion that I have for you today is by, of course, my hero, the one and the only Stephen King. I know a lot of you are just like, boo, hiss, Well, you know what? I love him. He's amazing, and he's my hero. And I know that you're gonna just be like, really, boo, hiss, about the book that I'm about to suggest to you. Dun 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 dun! Stephen King's It. Now, the reason why I'm suggesting this to you is because a lot of you have, like, a lot of people I personally know, I should say, I just hit myself in the face, I'm lame, but a lot of people that I personally know have actually seen the movie but never read the book, and that really breaks my heart, because the book is so much better than the fucking movie. I mean, don't get me wrong, Tim Curry as Pennywise, forget about it. Brilliant man. I love him so much. But the book is so much better. It's creepier. It's eerier. It's phenomenal. My dad actually, like, I know you're probably just like, why the fuck does it look torn to shit? It's because I've had this copy, this copy in general, since I was 10. This is my dad's original copy from the 80s, and he gave it to me when I was 10, and it's been my best friend ever since, and I've read it, like, literally over 700 times. It's my version of Harry Potter. Like, I fucking love this. This is my childhood right here, and it's like 1,079 pages long. There's 5 parts, and it's worth every word to read. It's creepy, it's eerier, it's better than the movie. If you haven't read it, you really should. And even if you have read it again, because there's probably some shit that you've missed. Read it again and then watch the movie, and you will see what I mean by it being, like, so much better than the movie. It's just, it is. I'm sorry, but it is. It's just, Stephen King is a genius. He's seriously my hero. And this book has been my best friend since I was 10. This story alone has been my best friend since I was 10. Bill, Richie, Beverly, Ben, you know, Haystack, Eddie, even Pennywise and Mike, and fucking... This book is, like, literally one of my heroes. Like, I've been at my lowest of low, and I would read this book and it would make me feel so much better because of how well written it is. It's fucking phenomenal. I love it so much. If you haven't read it, don't boo and hiss me until you at least try it. Okay, so as I showed you at the beginning of this video, these two things. The next review that I'm doing is actually about Rue Morgue magazine. And yes, this is The Evil Dead. These are actually really fucking cool. Like, I stole these out of my friend's house. He's like, I don't even know where I got these from. And I was just like, well, I'm keeping them. Because it's literally, at the top right here, it says, Horror in Culture and Entertainment. It's literally a horror movie magazine, and I am ashamed of myself for not discovering this sooner. But yeah, obviously this issue talks about the Evil Dead, and it goes in, and it's not even like talking about like horror movies. It like has like a bunch of cool shit in it, like bands and like novelty items, and it shows like advertisements for movies and a bunch of like different shit, and it talks about like horror as a culture, and it like gives thanks to the classics, even like, you know, the horror movie parodies. I mean, Juan of the Dead. Really? And like advertisements for movies. Like, I've actually was thinking about watching this. Like, I've seen previews and like clips for it. It looks really good. Really cheesy, but it looks good. But yeah, but this issue just talks about, like, you know, The Evil Dead. I haven't seen the original, so don't spoil it for me. But holy crap, not the original. I've seen the original. The remake. Don't ruin the remake for me. I've seen the original. I haven't seen the remake. Don't ruin it for me. Because I know that it's different from the movie, from like the original movie, but I still really want to see it. And it looks amazing, and it shows like different clips and shit from it, and like, I mean, fuck, man, look at that. But yeah, and like, it just goes on, and it's not even like about, like I said, it's not even like about horror movies. Like, this one talks about like fawns and like really creepy shit, and Lords of Salem is even a part of this. I mean, yeah, Rob Zombie's Lords of Salem, right there. Fuck yeah! Like, you know, Last Exorcism, Part 2. Seen the first one, haven't seen the second one. Maybe I should. I don't know, I'm kind of fighting myself about that one. It looks a little bit So, but yeah, and then there's like advertisements for everything. Like, okay, I know this is not a horror movie thing, but you guys should watch this if you haven't. John dies at the end. My best friend Isabeau, who I will send you the link in the doobly-doo, to her YouTube channel about her book hauls and book reviews. She's awesome. She told me about John dies at the end, bought me the book for my for Christmas, I believe. Yeah, for Christmas. And no, for Valentine's Day. She bought me the book for Valentine's Day, and I'm about to read it. But movie, I just recently watched this thing. Smack me across the face so hard, Isabeau, honey, for not watching it anytime sooner, because holy crap, it is amazing. It's really trippy. Dear God. But yeah, but back to the magazine. It's like, it's just full of cheesy, fun horror stuff, like all that creepy good shit. Like, I mean, fuck. But yeah, so I will also, like, there's a website, so I will paste that to the doobly-doo as well. But yeah, so I'm coming up on 14 minutes or so I'm just gonna leave it at that, and hopefully you guys don't totally hate me that you chased me off of YouTube, but this is what I'm gonna be talking about, just different random creepy shit that you guys might enjoy and love. So yeah, I will paste the links in the doobly-doo somewhere down yonder, and hopefully you guys like my YouTube channel, and I will see you guys again soon. But I'm gonna let you go for now, so yeah. Bye guys, until next time, stay scared.